Welcome everybody to the Bird's Eye View. I almost said I'm War Duck. I'm Mr. Crow. He's War Duck over there. I'm with War Duck over here, and I'm Mr. Crow. We're here on the Bird's Eye View to discuss some of the topics that, well, I don't know, sometimes controversial, but today we're going to be talking specifically about how people are growing. Is that a good way to say it? How they're not necessarily growing. It's just if you're not happy with your height, there's a surgery out there for that. It just sounds weird.
So this surgery was originally designed for folks that had two different length legs.
Yep.
But now
I went to school with a guy like that.
Because people are super vain, like now they're like, well, I just want to be taller. You know, it's like,
yeah.
I'm 5'7", so I want to be 5'10". Let me break and stretch my legs out with this contraption over and over again. It's like, it's crazy.
I think this was like the way it got started was really interesting. Those people who have, I can't remember the disability, but like you would always see, like I said, I had a friend in school that, like, I swear he had like 3-inch sole on his right leg, or on one of his shoes on his right side. And yeah, this is made to just help fix that. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still thinking of the right terms now, but based on our last conversation we had. But yeah, so they wanted to be able to lengthen that leg. But now this story alone is, I'm just not happy with my height. I'm dating these girls that they're not happy seeing me this way. And they say that they're not interested in me because I'm too short. So he's getting the surgery to...
Because all of a sudden, hey, I'm 5'10" now. Can we go on a date now? They'd be like, what the?
Yeah. Do you like me now that I'm taller than you?
$75,000 procedure.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
Leg length.
Holy cow! I didn't see how much this thing costed.
So I was talking with somebody about this, and they were laughing because they were like, okay, because you know, like when you hang your hands down, you know, right, they go down past your hips. Now all of a sudden you're 5'10" and your hands are up here, right? It's like because your legs got longer, but they didn't lengthen your arms.
That's so true,
right?
Because oh, that's true, Duck. Remember the if you stretch out your hands and measure from
it's how tall you are.
Fingertip to fingertip, it's how tall you are. That throws that out of. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
So now you got like little midget. So now you're 5'10", but you got midget arms. So now I can't date you.
Now you got T-Rex arms. That is hilarious.
You can't reach your shoelaces now. Well, sorry.
I have to sit down on the couch and really. Oh man. So this is like the old man syndrome where you have to put your foot up on the countertop just so you can squat on it to tie your shoe. Oh, that's going to be awkward when you're an old man now too. You have to hold your breath.
You start getting shorter again.
Oh gosh.
What happens when you're 75 and you start shrinking? You go back and be, I want my money back. I want a refund. I'm 5'7" again. God damn it.
Oh gosh. Well, in this article even did say the average height of an American is 5'9". So now he's going to be an inch taller than the average American. I want to be 6'10" so that I can just slam dunk.
Look at these
with my midget arms. With my midget arms. I want ostrich legs and just be like run. That would be awesome.
But your torso is, your legs are this long, but your torso and your arms is like, oh my god.
Your torso's still like 2.5, 3 feet. Your legs are 6.
Okay, so that'd be fun. Small technical glitch there. We all right. So, it would look really weird,
like
right?
The process all together. So, through our technical difficulty, I was scrolling through the rest of the story, and this is interesting, like because I missed this part. But this guy, whoever goes through the surgery, they have to like they have to push the bar because there's a bar inside the bone, and that bar needs to grow to the size that they're trying to go to, right? And he does this. It says it will grow about 1 millimeter a day, and they go through that process 3 times. So it's 1/3 of a millimeter each time they have to go through this process. You're basically, and they have to do it for 80 days. So you're basically having a growth spurt for 80 days. And that's probably how they start growing the skin. You know how the skin will have to grow.
It used to be they would break it. They would break it, space it, let it heal, break it a different spot, space it, let it heal. That's how they used to do it.
Oh, and that's how they did it. Okay.
Like way back in the day, that's how they originally did it.
Since you're showing your screen, scroll down to the gray bar that the doctor is holding. Yeah, keep going. I think it's like 2 pictures down from there. So that's inside the bone. That's what the bar looks like inside the bone. There's another picture where the doctor is holding it,
That's
but that
inside
bar,
the bone? That's outside.
Yeah.
Outside.
Is it outside?
Yeah, it's connected. It's drilled to the bone.
Oh, it's drilled to the bone. It's just on the out. Okay, yes.
God damn.
It is drilled to the bone. Okay, I see that.
So they like cut
so
you
when I was
open
looking at that picture,
jam this in there. Yeah, it kind of looks like it is inside.
It looks like it's in the bone.
It's on the outside, wrapped around.
And the next picture that he shows is just the doctor is holding that bar that.
Oh, Jesus.
That is rough. I know, right? That doesn't look comfortable at all. And I'm just curious now too, like, because accidents happen, right? Like, what happens if you fall and you break your bone? Like, does that bar get bent? And that just scares me there.
So
yeah. Oof.
Scott's got an OnlyFans page. Jesus Christ.
Who doesn't anymore, it seems. Okay, well, I don't, but I feel like I should have one.
So there was a spot, I was trying to find it. They talks about taller people are oh, okay. So devise a plan to fact check guys who say they're 6 feet tall in height. Height is even an advantage in the workplace, where taller men are more likely to end up CEOs and shorter men are less likely to get access to career opportunities.
I want to bring Danny DeVito.
Short men are mocked on social media. So yeah, what do you think gonna happen to you when you got like midget arms and your fucking legs are like? What do you think gonna happen to you then?
Yeah, it's just proportionally something's gonna be off. People are gonna look at you oddly. I think this was intended for a good reason. I think somebody just decided because they have lots of money.
Like all surgeries, right?
A little bit to the extent.
You do things, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh, well, that would make me more beautiful. So instead of reconstructing my nose because something happened to it or I was born differently, let me just reconstruct it because I don't like that little hump in the middle, or it's just tiny bit crooked, and give me a new nose. And then you're like Michael Jackson, who had too many new noses. Then he had to have a prosthetic because he didn't have a nose no more.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a way you go too far at times.
Like I'm old, bald, fat, but I'm happy. Like, I don't need, like I'm 5'10". Would I have loved to have been 6 foot? Sure. My dad's 6 foot. My brother's 6'1". Somehow I got shafted with the height police, but whatever, I mean, it is what it is.
See, and I realized that I'm 5'9". I'm the average height, but I don't know. I feel bad because like some of the quotes that Scott says in here, he's like, I feel attacked or sometimes criticized due to my height. I'm like, all right.
Well, like, just wait till you have T-Rex arms and see what's gonna happen to you then, buddy.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you ostrich legs and T-Rex arms.
Because I'm definitely
we got names for you for days, Scott. We got names for days.
Making fun of you after that. I felt attacked or unfair criticized due to my height. Like, who's making, like, who are you hanging out with? Is like, hey, you're really fucking 5'7".
Yeah, I swear, once you're out of like high school, even high school, I don't think we didn't care anymore about height. It's elementary.
Go make friends with some 5'3" guys, and then you'll feel tall as hell, man. Like,
Just make new friends.
yeah, really. There you go. Make new friends, because these women that need you to be taller, or these guys that you're hanging out with that are making fun of you for 5'7", maybe you need to evaluate who you're hanging out with and not spend $75,000 fixing your legs. Because it's going to cost you another $75 to fix your miniature arms.
I mean, let's be honest. You're the same height as Tom Cruise. You're an inch shorter than Robert Downey Jr. You're an inch taller than Dustin Hoffman.
Like, well, there you go.
There's just...
You're not going to be a CEO, Scott. I'll tell you this right now. If you're butthurt about being 5'7" and this has cost you to spend 75 grand, I'm telling you right now, bro, you are not going to be a CEO of one of these major companies. You just don't have it. You just don't have it. Those guys, you know, are a special breed of fuck your buddy over to get ahead in life. And
yeah.
And you're probably a sensitive, nice guy, and that's why this hurts you so much. Is like you want to date these tall women and these hang out with these tall dudes that make fun of you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get, like Krow said, get some better friends and
get better friends. Find better. Yeah.
You know, and hey, there's a woman out there for everybody. You're bound to find a 6-foot lady that likes short guys. You know, I mean, they're out there. Get on one of these dating apps and be looking for a woman that likes short guys.
You got a OnlyFans. No, she'll find you.
Well, yeah, there you go. Well, now he's tall. Now you got to find a woman that likes short-armed dudes. Like, now you kind of screwed yourself, you know? I mean,
proportionally, you're off now.
You just traded one problem for the next. And dude, I certainly hope you didn't finance this 75 grand. I hope you just had it laying around somewhere. But I would have bought me. I mean, that's a heck of a down payment on a house.
Not anymore. It used to be.
Well, now it's just a down payment. It used to be a hell of a down payment.
That's true. Now it used to be like, yeah.
So how long is this dude? He keeps having a walker. How long is he in a walker? Like, what's the recovery?
I don't know. I couldn't see the recovery rate.
You can't be walking around on that. He has 18 more. Okay, on the day we talked, he had lengthened his legs to 62 millimeters. He had 18 more to go. Little over 2-inch difference.
Oh my gosh. So I also read in here, like, this is not a new procedure. That they have been lengthening limbs. They've been lengthening limbs for nearly 100 years, but the length that Scott is limited to is a maximum of 8 centimeters, because that's the limit of the nail. Anything beyond 8 centimeters is when we see the most. 8 centimeters. I'm 2 inches. I don't know. That's 3.14 inches. That's only 3 inches.
Yeah, the 5'7" to 5'10".
Yeah, that's.
Well, I want to know what the recovery. How long are you can't walk, dude?
Yeah, I'm still trying to find that too.
I don't see it anywhere in here. Because that's got to be. That's got to be years, or not years, but almost a year, months and months of you not walking around, and then you having to learn to walk all over again.
And I was gonna say you're gonna have to relearn how to walk. Because it's different.
Yeah, your stride would be different and all that other stuff.
Your stride is going to be, a couple inches longer now. I'm looking and I'm not not seeing anything. They're not really saying how long recovery is.
Yeah, they just talk about recovery.
They say for Scott, that person was who came down to failure for surgery, stayed for 12 days.
People thinking about physical complications, but for me, for 6 months, I just wasn't able to sleep. At the rehab center, I did 6 days a week of physical therapy for 2 or 3 hours each day, and sometimes I'd close the curtain and cry for minutes.
Scott's bringing in $4,000 a month from his OnlyFans.
Well, there you go.
I'm in the freaking wrong business.
so he's talking that he was doing this for 6 months.
Yeah.
But so this is way longer than that for the whole recovery thing.
I think it's a long, you're talking a long time. Well, so you got to think too.
So, dude, just make an OnlyFans and start taking pictures of your feet. Put it on OnlyFans. You'll make fucking money, dude.
My feet are so.
Hey, people.
Okay, they're not ugly. But they're not pretty.
People are, that people find their own thing, right? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like.
You can keep my feet.
What is this guy taking? What is this guy doing on OnlyFans? Is he showing off his I don't know.
I don't know.
Legs,
I don't know. He's not. He was saying that one guy sent him $400. But for
I used to hang down to my knee. Now my legs are longer. Now I only hang down to like mid thigh. I don't know.
He said for the first 2 weeks, he stayed in an Airbnb with just 1 floor because his apartment had 2 floors. And the shower and bathroom was mostly on the 2nd floor, so he couldn't go up the stairs yet. So for the first half of a month, 2 weeks, he had to stay in an Airbnb.
The length people go to do stuff, to me, is just crazy. If you had that kind of dedication to go and do something positive, can you imagine what you could have accomplished, Scott? But instead, this is what you wasted your time on, is thinking that 3 inches is going to change your life, bro.
Well, and then that's the other thing too, is there was the growing process that it had to go for 80 days. It had to, kind of move. That's 3 months right there. That's painful. Could you imagine? I don't know how. I'm going to have to look into that.
Getting 3 inches taller is not worth that to me. I mean, just the other day, I was walking under some stuff, and with my brother came down, and we were walking around, and he about smacked his head off, and me and the other guy just didn't even think about it because we just cleared right under it, and he's at least taller than we are, so he's like, "Oh, you didn't say nothing?" I was like, "Oh, we didn't worry about it. We're both shorter."
All right, Duck. Here's something else I just saw down at the very, very bottom. It says, next winter, Scott will have the rod taken out. He's been closely keeping track. On the day we talked, he had lengthened his legs by 62 meters. He had 18 more to go. Or millimeters, sorry. Yeah, meters. Could you imagine 16 meters? It's a little over 2 inches of difference, and it's differently noticeable. So he's not done. Like a year, it's a long process, and then they have to go back in and take the rod out. So once you've extended your bone and it's grown that way, and it supports what? This is insane.
So
wow.
The biggest difference, he said, is standing next to people he knows for his whole life. He noticed that they're not casting their eyes downward to meet his. Dude, you pay way, way, way too much attention to what other people are thinking or your perceived thoughts. Like, oh, yes, I'm shorter, so they have to look down at me. So they're like making fun of me. Or like, dude, you got way more problems than your height, brother. Go seek some counseling and get right with yourself.
And I'm quoting, this is what he said. Just looking at my bathroom mirror, I can tell the vantage point is different. In the shower, I was making eye contact with one row of tiles, but now it's a different row. Yeah, I agree with Duck. You've got other issues, Scott. Your height wasn't an issue, man.
Hey, you're making eye contact with bathroom tiles, and you know which ones they are. You need a lot of help, brother. Get some fucking counseling to get right with yourself. This whole height thing ends your fucking problem. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, good for you for getting it done. I hope you're happy with it, but man, I hope it's. I just feel like there's something else there. You're still gonna have issues. Hopefully it's good though. Yeah. Hopefully it will all work out. I don't know.
Good luck to you, Scott. You're gonna need it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever follow that one back.
Yeah. So leave a comment. Awesome. Tell us what you think. Would you ever do something so drastic because you need a height an inch or two? God,
no, I would not.
All right, later on, everybody.
See you, everyone. We'll see you later. No.
Yeah.
I'm happy with my height.
It's just craziness.
I wish I